my profane friends. What a beautiful. See, I've walked up this hill especially to see what we've got here. So it looks like erected in memory of our glorious dead who made their supreme sacrifice in the Great War 1914 and 1918. See, again, look, the majors, the lieutenants. Death is swallowed up in victory. That's all Masonic wars, you know. That's them rich elites sending the men with their families into war, and then all of them will get killed. The Freemasons take them for their own. See what I mean? But anyway, that's another story. What's that? What is that lock called there? The lock. What's that called? The lock.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Right. You know what the lock is? Is that a Masonic lock? That one, no?
No.
No, it's not. No.
Sorry?
The lock. You didn't know what it's called, no?
No, no.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
you.
Yeah, it might be a Masonic lock. That's only because I know by the windows. You see? Can you see it? I don't need to explain that, do I? Really? Not with all them Masonic, Freakmason, square and calm piss. Let's have a look. But I mean, again, look, you got the pyramid that's sitting up on the square, and then you've got the square. See, it tells me it's Masonic. All the windows, look, pure Masonic. You know, look, 3. See, it's always 3s. You know what I mean? Look, 3, 3 for 6. Everything's Masonic. Remember, all these, see the Masonic cubes, look, these are cubes of Saturn. See? It's all Masonic, my profane friend. All Masonic. I mean, look at this. You recognise it? You understand it? 3, 2, 3. To the left. 3, 2, 3, 2. 2, 3, 2. What is that? You know what it is, my profane friends, don't you? Hey? It's square and calm piss for the first 6 because of the 6 points. And you've got your Masonic cube there, your Masonic cube there. Pure Masonic, you know what I mean? Just remember that. And then of course we've got our little pyramids on the roof of the I believe it's a church, or is it a, got the all-seeing eye on the side there, and then you've got the other square there, look. These are definitely on the square. You've got the pyramid here, which is your main keystone. So, but look at them windows, look. You can't get more Masonic than that. 666, see? But people don't understand it, you see? But I understand it. We understand it. Again here, look, the heraldry with the all-seeing eye within the pyramid. And you've got your circle hieroglyph of the sun. And then what we got here, look. Indeed. We know exactly what it is, don't we, my profane friends? You know. Aha, see? You understand that? The keystones there. See? This would have been run by Freakmasons, and the ones like using the wheelbarrows and the shovels for the poo of the horses. They would have been the profane servants, you see. See, you have to understand the architecture. To understand a building, you first have to understand the architecture. See? Walter Douglas Campbell, the brother of the first Lord, see? Lords, Dukes and Earls, see? The first Baron, see? They're Barons, they're Lords, they're Dukes. And he joined the Queen's Own Lanarkshire Yeomanry. His rival in Lockwood just preceded the rival of the railway, see? Because they run it all. You know what I mean? And this is where you're going back to. These people here, his family is still here controlling, ruling the whole of the system. I mean, what do you think this is? Look here, look. See? It's so wonderful. You know, we've got the square, we've got the circle, the point within the circle within the circle, and then the square. But basically it's squares and circles, squares and circles. And between each one, look, we have 3 pyramids. Look, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But what is 3? 3 X's, look. Jesus in the middle. 2 ruffians on the left and the right, but it's the square. And here's the 3 X's for shh. Don't tell anyone. And then right round the inside. Look. What does that tell you? Like that man said, it's all in the architecture. You know what I mean? As you walk in, look, you got the heraldry. Oh, what? Look, it's telling you right there, look, you see it? What do you think? Sun hieroglyph of Ra, the square and the calm piss. And there's your, see it, look, that's your square. There's your 4 pyramids. There's your point within the square, that's your square there. Squares, circles. And there it is, look, you see again, look, the square, within the circle. See? But that tells you everything, doesn't it? See? They build it all, my profane friends. They build it all. They own it all. Who's this in here? The bride's chapel. See? But again, it's lords, dukes and earls. There she is, look. Or he is actually, there's a man in there. But the heraldry, again, look, you see it? Let me see if I can get like this, look. What does that tell you? See the square and compass, look. See? The sanctuary that may dwell among them. The sanctuary that dwells amongst them. And on this side, he, the Lord, spake, saying, let them make me. Let them make me. But you can see the square and compass, look, the pyramids. And these here, look, within the squares, are more than likely the families. That's what that is, you see. It's wonderful. I mean, look at the window, look. Do you understand it, look? See it? 1 box, 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 bit, 6 cubes on either side. 6 cubes, look, you see? 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 33 degree. See? Because you've got 3 law, land, air, water. We dominate over you. And then you've got the circles, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 circles. 7th is the middle for the G. See? Power. Nose, no bone. And then look at this, look. You got this side, look. I'll show you that first. Yeah, can you see it? I don't know if you can. Hopefully you can. And then what you got here, look. What does that tell you? You know what I mean? What do you think? What do you reckon? Let's have a look out here. And then we'll come back in, of course. Let's have a look. Aha. What's that say? Thy sun shall no more go down. It says there. Look. And again, it's the circle within the square from the top, you see. It's always circles, squares and pyramids, you know what I mean? See that? And what we got across there, look, is very powerful. Look, you see the owls? Look. They're owls. I think they're owls. Yeah, they are owls, yeah. See? Owls. See? There's your fish sign, look, in the window. Look, you see the fish, look? Told you about the fish. I can't remember what it is. It's something to do with mitres, I think. You know. But it's all symbolism, you see? All Masonic, of course. You got your pyramid there, look. It's so wonderful, you know what I mean? But if I explained that to anyone or said about it, you know, they go, oh, what a load of rubbish, you know what I mean? Don't talk stupid, you know what I mean? That's it, look, even here, look, you see it again, look, the 3 pyramids, look. Go in, look, see? See, they're all pyramids, look, 3 of them in each section. It's done on purpose because it gives you 6, you see? 6 pyramids, look. 6 pyramids, 6 pyramids. I don't know if you actually can see that. It looks 3-dimensional, but they actually stick out, look. The pyramids actually stick out, look, but it looks like they're poking in, doesn't it? It's amazing. That's what that is. This is all to do with Freemasonry. You know what I mean? Look at each window. Can you see it? Look. See, look. Square and compass. See it? It's amazing, isn't it? Each and every window. It's amazing. That circle. See? Come down here. That's very beautiful. It's very beautiful. I'll go to there in a minute. I'll show you some more symbolism. We'll go round this way. You know what I mean? There you go, look. See it, look, look. It's all Masonic, look. The whole lot. Whew. 3 angels at the top. Oh, wonderful. That's who rules this town and city, look. See? The heraldry. Masonic floor. 232. 232, and then in the 232. See? 232. Masonic cube. See it? Amazing. It's the heraldry. Oh, it's lovely. Wonderful. See? The sun hieroglyph, look. I don't know if you can see it, look. See it right in the middle, look. The sun. And of course the petals are the square, the points of the petals are the square, and then you've got the circles that make the other square, and then it's the circle, you see? Circle and squares and pyramids. Oh, look how they've done this, look. Can you see it, how it's hidden? See how they've hid it there, look? The square and the compass, look. Hidden in plain right on the old boats. Shh, you're not supposed to know about that. That's these families like this, the elites, look. These elites, look. You see, that's why they're finely dressed. See? There's a man that is dressed as a woman, isn't it? Look. The hell? Don't know what's going on there. But, you know. See, look at this. Wow. Look at that. Look at the square and compasses. See him, look? Him. Wow. That is ornate. That is beautiful. They're all square and compasses up here, look. Amazing how they've done that. You see it, look, follow the lines, look. But look at the windows, look. 1 square and compass, yeah. 2 square and compass, and then 3. So it's 3 square and compasses on each window, which then gives you 666. Beautiful. Look at that man though. Look at him. He has power. It's Bruce Chapel. Below the figure may seem a fragment of bone from the King Robert the Bruce's tomb in Dunfermline Abbey. See? Wonderful. It's great. Ah, here it is, look. And of course, the lion, which is there.
When it says the life size.
Sorry?
It says here the life size. That's not the size of him, was it?
Yeah, he was a very tall king, yeah.
Wow.
You've got to remember, back in the day, they were giants, you know, they were big, really big.
Yes, I've read about giants, and they just hide all the evidence of giants existing.
I love you, you know the score. Yeah, well, that's what that is, you know, and a lot of these men, they're, what they did, they had the bigger gangs, more money, more wealth, wherever they've got it from.
The giants?
Yeah, the giants.
Oh, right, okay.
And then what happened, they had a bigger gang, and they just took and murdered most of them, do you see what I mean? And took all their wealth and knowledge, and from these castles here, they just had the more men, and they took all the land off the peasants that had pitchforks, you see. So you imagine you had a pitchfork, could you get through that armour?
Yeah.
See what I mean? And that's how they did it, and had the ability to keep that power.
Right, the giants did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I've read about giants. I've read that they've hidden that knowledge, but I don't know anything about these giants or what where
it's all
they
hidden,
come
you know.
from.
Like, you know, sometimes like in Africa and places like that, you see these big plains, you know, like big rock formations, but they're flat on top. And that they were trees, what have been cut down and things like that. You know, what they used to work and take, you know.
Yeah,
and that, you know?
that's it. Yeah, I mean, this is what interests me. It's kind of like the you know, this sort of stuff. You know, it's what
the architecture.
Exactly, the hidden.
But do you want to see? Oh, you'll love. Oh, come here then. I'll show you a bit. You see this boat here? Can you see that? Can you see the hidden symbolism on that? The boat.
What sacred geometry or?
Do you know square and compass Freemasonry? Look. See?
I've heard about the Freemasonry. Yeah,
that's what that is.
Started off as a...
Yeah, like the windows here. You see the windows? There's 6 points, yeah? You see the little diamond at the pyramid, yeah? Then you've got a diamond, and then another pyramid what we're down. That is the square and compass, look.
Oh, right.
Hidden in plain right, but you didn't see it.
Plain sight.
Now, if you count it, it goes up there 3 times. There's 6 points.
Right.
So 6 points, 6, 6, 6. All their numbers are 3s, 6s and 9s.
Yes, which are sacred numbers,
Yep.
but they've vilified